Hello and welcome back to another episode of Exos Heroes, and today we'll continue where we left off last week on our journey to conquer all the special dungeons. And today we're going to look at specifically the machine dungeon, and we'll be using the Spirit Sanctum as an example. And in my opinion, Spirit Sanctum is probably one of the easiest. And for those of you who enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. So let's take a look. The requirements that we have here, one is rare, warrior, machine, and male. And for that role, we'll be bringing this hero Cullen over here. And Cullen is one of those heroes that we always talk about all the time, right? He's one of those heroes that has 0 mana AoE skills. And it's just super useful because it's all about breaking Guardian Stones. And another requirement is rare, knight, machine, and male, and that's going to be our boy Glenn over here. We don't have FC Glenn, but you know, the base Glenn will do the job just fine here. And as you can see, our team is definitely nothing special in terms of overall combat power. Glenn is only a 4-star, Colin is only a 5-star, so is our Jin over here. So we're not using an overly overpowered team by any means, but it's not a bad team. And if you guys have these heroes, definitely give them a try. But let's take a look at some of the alternatives that you can potentially bring here. And you know, obviously this is not the only team that can do the job. So let's see, machine, confirm. Alright, so let's take a look. You know, our backline heroes are not bad. And these are definitely the heroes that we like the most. Obviously, Colin is going to be one of the required heroes. FC Diva is another hero that we really want to showcase today, especially how useful her A1 is going to be. Another hero that we're bringing is Jin. And we're bringing him because obviously he brings decent amount of damage, and also he has really low mana requirement. Can definitely be substituted with Baraka. An alternative is someone like Yao. Yao is a little bit harder in my opinion to bring because her mana cost is a little bit high, so we'll go with Jin this fight. And the frontline, in terms of frontline here, obviously we have FC Mahar, and he's one of those heroes that we really want to showcase. He has really low mana AoE skills on his A1, and he brings a lot of CC in the form of a provoke, so we really want to showcase how good he is in these roles. And I think a lot of players are sleeping on him. In terms of alternatives, obviously Burn of Us can be a good option to sub out FC Mahar for. He brings decent amount of CC. Alternatively, Lungin can also be a good choice. He has a AoE back row damage, so that's not bad for breaking Guardian Stones, but in our opinion, not the best. If you're looking for kind of a back row substitute, Ivan with his A2 does AoE and dot damage can definitely be very good. As we talked about, it's all about breaking Guardian Stones and controlling the enemy team that way, so you can do it. And lastly, Murty, as you can see here, A2 4 mana AoE with shock, so that's good. AoE skill and a little bit of CC. Very solid hero. A lot of people are not really high on her, but I think she can do a pretty good job. But today, you know, we're gonna go with our original team and showcase these heroes that we really think people are kind of sleeping on. But with that being said, let's get into the game and let's talk about how we should be using these heroes. And as you'll see in a second, the Spirit Sanctum is really, in my opinion, one of the easiest ones. There really isn't any hidden or difficult mechanics we have to deal with. So we're going to take the regular approach. We want to just use our regular skills, spread them out, and we'll use our AoE skills to break all the Guardian Stones. I actually kind of messed up there. I should have used Diva's A2 or Diva's A1 to do the AoE skill. That way I can chain that into Colin's A2 and break everyone's Guardian Stone. But that's okay. We'll use Colin's A2 here, break the 2 on the right. And let's see here. thrust goes in from Glenn and breaks another one. And now Glenn should be able to break the 4th one, and we'll finish it up with Mahar on the next turn. There we go. Mahar, we'll just use our auto attack here, or actually, yeah, let's go with our AoE skill and do a little bit more damage. And here's Jane. We'll just use his A1 here to do a little bit of damage because Diva's turn is coming up and we want to showcase his A1 a little bit. So here we go. His A1 has an interesting addition to it because you get a turn reset whenever you kill a hero. Even though damage is only 76%, but you can see there, we killed one of them. And because his AoE has dropped another hero low to kind of that critical range, and we're able to go in and get another kill. And now the one in the center is low again because of the AoE damage, and we can chain that into yet another A1, taking out 2 heroes all at once, and there it goes. A single target auto attack finish. And that's the thing we want to really point out is heroes like FC Diva, you know, when you look at her A2 or A1 actually, it's only 76% damage and it's really low, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on that or thinking it's not that good. But because it's AoE, when used opportunistically, it can chain into, you know, what we just saw there. One attack after another one after another one, because you can set up your own kills with it. It's actually very fun. And now we are here during the second turn. I mean, yeah, the second stage is really straightforward because there are only 3 opponents, and essentially it's a, you know, easier version of this first stage. So you can see here we're making quick work of all these heroes here. We go in just with single target damage from Colin, just try to finish up as soon as we can while building up some manas here. There we go. Nice crit from Mahar, decent amount of single target damage. And here we are on the boss stage. What we want to do, because we have enough mana to use the 2 AoEs on the next 2 turns, we'll go in with Jane's single target damage on the boss here just to do a bit of damage. And then we'll chain that into Diva's A1 here to break everyone's Guardian Stone by 1. And then we'll get everyone broken on the next turn here with Colin's A2. There we go. And in a little bit, we'll get Diva. We'll get another turn with Diva, and hopefully we can showcase just how crazy her damage is. So here we go. We use Glenn's AoE to do a little bit more damage. But for those of you who don't know, Diva's Fate Core allows her to do double the critical damage. And hopefully in a second we'll be able to see just how crazy that is, because in my opinion, she is probably the hardest hitting single target hero in the game when you have her Fate Core. It's amazing. Let's see, we'll use our Jane to do a little bit of single target damage and take out the one on the left here. So the only person we have left is the boss. And you can see he is not broken at this time, so this is just raw damage. And let's see. Oh my god. We just took out pretty much his entire HP bar. I think that's pretty much 80% of his HP in just one attack. And obviously a lot of that is down to the fact that Diva can do double the critical damage. And that is huge. Guys, if you guys have her and you need someone to do those crazy damage, especially in PvP situations, don't sleep on Diva. She can get the job done. But there you have it. This is the Machine Day. As you can see, pretty straightforward. The Spirit Sanctum overall is a relatively easy area, and obviously the return you get from here is also a little bit lower. So it's not quite as good, but it definitely stacks up over time. So definitely don't ignore the Spirit Sanctum special dungeon. And for the rest of the Machine Days, obviously, you know, a lot of the heroes that we're showcasing here, Diva, Mahar, can be used across many different other special dungeons. So make sure you utilize them if you do have them. And otherwise, heroes like Colin, definitely bring him with you as well. He is very good with those AoE 0 mana skills. He can be your controller throughout majority of this content. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully this is informative. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe to us. We have a lot of other Exos hero related content on our channel. Feel free to check those out. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next episode very soon. Bye bye.